Lorry boys let me jump up and have a wee video of it. Aye. Sit. No. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning Holly. What a bee. Big breakdown. It's the drill working there. Morning, morning, morning. Hopefully you can hear me. Just fed the Highland cows. Where's the big fella? There he is. Cows are all getting wired in there. You get a good look at them from the back. How are these guys doing? Hey? Just getting one of these pallets up to the builders. These got delivered yesterday. There's more coming. Also should be a delivery from Harborough just in the next 5 minutes. Speaking of, there's the Harbour lorry. There was one in last night as well. I was up past them yesterday. I could have picked up a pallet full, but anyway.
Reverse in, can you? Get top there, aye?
Yeah, yeah. Cheers. Go on then. Question of the day. Question of the day. Why is there wee blue marks on these? I'll give you a wee hint. This is the fence we're fixing. Up and down there you can see it's cattywampus. Kev's just taking off all the staples and we'll get all the posts. They're not many of them are broken. Just taking these top wires off. This wire's mounted on electric mount all the way along the top so you can put electric on it. We've not got electric on it, but we should do. That would have stopped the post getting pushed over. Wherever there's broken ones, we're just putting in new ones to hold the fence up and out the road while we pull the other ones out. I need a wee Phillips screwdriver to take the plastic mounts off the top of the posts. Roughly straight line. All these posts is where it was sitting, so we'll just take them out now, put them straight and staple them in. That's a good bit better than cattywampus. Not perfect, but don't claim to be perfect. They're just packing in a top layer, final layer in here. A bit more concrete to do. They're starting to build blocks as well and all that. Leave them to it, I'll get an update later. Voila, done. Straight as an arrow. Bit of turn of events. So we've had issues with the hens, there's been a few dying. So to begin with, whether they were fighting or not, I thought it might be that, but still kept dying after we put in measures to stop them scrapping. So we thought it could have been bird flu. There's a lot of bird flu about, so that's been a bit of a scare today. We've been considering it might be bird flu, so contacted who we needed to contact. The vet came out and got some of the birds that had died, cut them open, and it's not bird flu, which is good news. Anyway, I have to nip down to Edinburgh, pick up some medicine to deal with this. It's a 2 kilo batch of medicine to put into the water supply, and hopefully it will solve the issues we're getting at the moment. It's not a bad thing having a wee scare like that. It keeps you on top of getting into your kind of sanitary routines and just making sure everything's up to scratch where it should be. So we'll just keep on top of all that and cross our fingers. Anyway, 2 hour round trip to get some medicine. Right, I've arrived, picked it up. What is it called? Primox. It's all in Spanish. Can't even tell you what language it is, but there you go. They've written the dose rate on the side for us. 140 grams per day for 5 days. Back from picking up the medicine. Dark now. Kev's been at the forklift. He's got these grease nipples squared up. This is the one we always wipe out because it gets hit off things. It's in a bad position, and there's one down there missing as well. So he's put new nipples on both of them and greased them. someone suggested, which was a really good idea. She'd have thought of it. Cutting a wee bit of tube and welding it over the top, so when we bash it off things, we never bash anything off anything, but if theoretically someone bashed this off of something, it would hit the tube and not the grease nipple. So I'll need to do that as well. Good morning. Frosty. We've got oilseed rape heading out today. Let's go to a boat in Dundee. We were thinking it would be yesterday or maybe the day before, but after all that wind, the boats always get disrupted, so it slows down. But anyway, the boat's there now and they're coming to collect it. Although a lorry just went past our entrance, so I think that was a lorry. So get the feeders topped off for the cows just while I wait for this lorry to turn up. You can't really call that silage, can you? like straw. Anyway. There we go, the lorry's here now. Really cold, but lovely morning. It's the rape in there, so I think there's 4 loads left in there. They're all going out in the next couple of days. There's a bit of an obstacle course coming out here. Got soya there, got a grain pusher there, got a ferret there, got some cars there. I need to get out this door and load this lorry, but we're getting there. Kev's keeping it all swept as I'm loading, because you do not want to run on rape because you burst it. And 1, it makes a mess of the shed, and 2, that bit of crop you run over is worthless. There we go, that's the lorry done. Lorry boys let me jump up and have a wee video of it, but that's 29 tonne oilseed rapes away to Dundee, which is about an hour drive from here. Wee balance left over, 3 more loads in here to go. Just leave this bucket here. Happy gals. Hey. Another lorry's here already. It's just been 20 minutes since the last lorry left. Just put a wee GoPro on the door. That might work in a tree. Ideal. The lorry driver's just coming down here. Park out there again. There you go, there's the rape sample. Wee bit of barley through it, but add mix, you get up to, I think it's 2%. And it got tested and it's nowhere near that, so it's fine. It flows like anything. Because it's wee tiny balls, like you got barley, you get a steep pile. Like if you look at those oats, it's very steep. Whereas if that was a pile of rape, it's very shallow, the edges, because it flows that well. It runs, it's like ball bearings. When I was younger, the rape next to it, you'd get a wee bit spread out and you go across it with your bike and it's pedal really hard and it was like doing a burnout in a car. It felt really cool. Could have done one pointing the camera a wee bit up there, but anyway. Right, we need more AdBlue, so I'm away to find something that needs AdBlue, empty the tank, and then away and fill it up. There's a dribble left in it, so I'm just going to try and fill this up. It's on 70%, so it'll take a wee bit. Laminar flow that. Quick this onto the flatbed and get round for a new one. There'll be another rape lorry in just in 5 minutes. So I'll give the foot of Kev, he can load that while I go get the IBC filled up. IBC loaded up, I can see the lorry coming down the hill that Kev's going to load. And then it'll be lunchtime. There's a lorry going past there. Just round at Agricar now, it's backward. Here's the way to fill up my IBC. A New Holland forklift. I've never actually driven one of those. Don't know what they're meant to be like. It's got the kind of more commercial, industrial type tyres rather than agricultural. Last a lot longer, those tyres. New set of rollers. Dalbo Maxi Roll 630. 6 metres 30. They've got the paddles on them that you can adjust to kind of break up the ground fractionally or level it off before the roller hits it. Our set's got them on it, but don't use them that often. Andrew Peake, is that your new tractor? Shiny anyway. Job's a good one, we're off. One lorry coming in, that one's full on the way out. So that's lorry number 4 arrived, the last one. And we'll see what rate we get left with. The more the better, because it's worth a good lot of money at rate at the moment, so it'd be nice to have a wee bit extra to sell. See what happens when we get to the bottom of the pile. Ross and Stephen lorry. And then the guy who was in for load number 2 is back. I'm just need to get a passport, right? A passport's in the forklift, so I'll get that lorry a passport, and then that's all the rape done. And there's probably another 20-25 tonne left, which is spot on, we're in the money. Job done, 4 loads of rape away. 120 a tonne, 115 round about there. And take that off. New tank of AdBlue. I'm just going to go down, turn the lights off, grab that GoPro that's on the door. What's the verdict? How much is there? I'd say there's could be a full load there, you know. Not far off it. Good news, there's probably about a whole load of rape there. Really good news. Anyway, Kev's just a way to shift all that soy around to the hen feed making shed. Is that what it's called? Hen feed making shed. What's a quick witty name for that? Look at the sky! Gonna get these hens today's medicine, today's dose. Dad did them last night, but 140 grams a day, split between the 2 water tanks. Looks like curry powder. Don't think it'll do the same job though. Zero this. I've got a tub of warm water. Come on, 0. I've turned it off. There you go, 0. A tub of warm water because it'll dissolve better. 140 grams. Right, what's that going to be? I'm going to guess 70. 93. 113. We're in the money. Steady does it. Steady does it. Job done. Getting the coos all bedded up. Going to fill out the feeders. The feeders have still got a bit in them, but I'm away tomorrow. And if I fill them all up, then there won't be really much for my dad to do. So we'll get all this sorted out, bed them all up, feed them all up, and then all they need in the morning is a bucket of grub. And I can keep an eye on them on the cabin camera. Good job for a cold morning this. Come on, beast, out the road. That's everything bedded up. What a belter of a day. Calves are all getting on fine. Oh, we just couped. There you go, there's the squad. Aye, sit. No. Let's see if I can get hold of one of these and just see what their buds are like. Hey, beast, hey, slow down. Wee cammy, wee troublesome cammy. There you go, in the corner, that'll do. Where the horns would grow, just checking for a wee lump. Nah, nothing yet. A few more days and a lump will start to appear, and that's when I'll put paste on it and just burn the nip off it and it won't grow. Anyway, that was the first born calf, so the other 2 I'll not bother checking. But give it another week maybe and the nubs will be a lot more clear and pronounced. Just a wee lump, and then I'll put a bit of paste on it and it just burns the nip off it. Doesn't let the horns grow. Will you there?